Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my festival. I'm so excited to show you these beautiful people that I found, and they have beautiful hearts and they make beautiful music, and I really think you're gonna adore them. And also, in the end of this festival, I'm gonna do a song I've never done before because you've been asking for it so kindly, and that's gonna be really exciting. So it's an evening full of first impressions, and I think it's gonna be perfect. Thank you so much for being here, by the way. Please don't leave. We're going to start off this festival with a beautiful woman that I really adore. Her name is Naz, and she's doing a song for the first time today, only for us. It's called Mute Love, and I met her last week, and we had a little talk about this song and about, her heart and her mind. So please enjoy. Hello, Naz.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello, my star sister. We have arrived to planet Earth today to do this interview.
Yes, we have.
Thank you for me.
Welcome. I want you to tell the people out there who is Naz.
Okay, so I am not the rapper, but I am a girl from Holland, from the Netherlands, and I am originally Kurdish. I have been writing books, poems, and music ever since I was a child. And yeah, I mean, these days you could call me an obsessed animal mom.
Yes,
but
very true.
Yes, for sure. But in my heart, I am a musician all the way. And yeah, basically my whole purpose in my life is to pass it on. Anything I learn, I want to put into a song so that someone can hear it and can go through it without feeling actual pain, but also seeing the beauty.
Yes, definitely. So I just want to ask you, how important is it for you to kind of raise your voice about things?
I think it is the most important thing in my life. I feel that my purpose is freedom, not only for myself, but for people. And music and having a career in music is really just a tool in that. It is not that it's not that I necessarily want to become like a superstar or something, but I want to be a star in someone's head so that they can follow that star and not be afraid to make certain decisions that can be dangerous, but eventually, make life so much better. I mean, my life was so different before I started acting up and rebelling. But I always say I've always rebelled with nice satin gloves on. I've always rebelled in a nice way, just to make sure that I don't hurt the people that are stopping me from becoming who I am, but instead showing them that you can do it without actually changing, but just instead kind of like a snake skinning yourself and then finding the real you throughout experiences.
Oh, it's beautiful. And you're so strong, and I think that you will be, and you already are, but you will be a star for many people. I really think so.
Thank you.
And now I would really like for the people out there to hear your wonderful piece of music, Mute Love, that you are actually premiering for the first time. So
Yes.
now you will hear a brand new song for the first time, which is exciting.
Unplugged.
Unplugged. So enjoy. Howdy, motherfuckers. We are back in the couch. And I'm here with your monarch, and she's a very cool being. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good
Cool.
and a little bit hot, but it's fine.
I'm also sweaty, especially
Under these bangs.
under the bangs and
I don't
in
want
the
it.
back. But
No.
it's fine. It's all right. So I want you to tell the people out there who you are. Who are you?
Well, I'm your monarch, which is definitely not my birth given name. And I'm an artist. And I make music and like chill, occasionally game.
Yeah, nice.
And that's like the basics.
Yes, I'm a girl. Yes, I'm a gamer.
Unite.
I want to ask you, what do you think the world would be without music?
I think it would be like so different because music changes everything, and so if we didn't have it, I think people would like have a harder time expressing how they really feel, and maybe the world would be like more like isolated, because like still now with music it can be like occasionally pretty isolating already. So I don't know, music just makes everything better, and
It does.
it like has the power to like brighten up your mood if you're feeling down, or like the exact opposite if you're like really happy.
I've heard a lot about you and the way that you move when you're in the music. So I'm really curious to see now, finally, how you are when you play. So are you ready to play a
Yeah.
song for me? Okay.
I'll show
Then
you.
show me. Go and fly into the music.
Peace out.
Peace out. That was really nice. I really enjoy seeing people feeling so free in their own skin. It's the most beautiful thing there is, I think. What I find so strange right now is that you can really feel the world on your shoulders. You can feel the pressure of it, from the moment you wake up. And what is inspiring me so is seeing people all around the world and artists from all around the world really speaking up for the things they care about, and I think it's so important. And one of the people that has done just that is a guy called Thomas Hedin, all the way from the U to the K, and he was really nice, and I talked to him last week also, and I think you're gonna enjoy, so enjoy. Hello, Thomas.
Hello, how are you?
I am very good, how are you?
I'm doing really well. I'm better now. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, okay, cool. And I'm very happy that you wanted to join us. Thank you so much for your time. I want to ask you to tell the people out there who is Thomas Hedin.
Who is Thomas Hedin? I'm about to turn 20 in August. I make bedroom pop music, you could say.
Yeah.
I make a lot. I write all the songs by myself, and I produce a lot of my last EP by myself. But other than that, I don't know. I'm pretty boring. I eat a lot of food. I sleep a lot. Quite a normal teenager.
So I just wanted to ask you why do you feel like it's important to raise your voice about these things?
I think, especially on the Black Lives Matter movement that happened, I think I obviously knew that, racism exists and racism was a thing. But I'd never, since the murder of George Floyd, it was the first time I'd properly educated myself on all those racial issues and racial injustices, and especially my own privilege that I have being a white male. So I think, but that just educating myself on all those things, especially, it made me angry that it's, it's 2020 and we still live in a world that is not everyone is equal.
I know.
And that really angered me. And I think I have a friend who did the same idea as me, and I thought, perfect. I have a similar size audience. I'd love to get behind that. So that, that really made me want to try and make a change with the audience that I have, especially because the audience I have is young. So, I thought if we could all get together and try and change something, that would be really cool. And we made like $5,000 which was great.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it was cool.
Really cool.
But other than that, I think, I don't know, I think it's great to, when you have a platform, that you can use it for a way that supports people who don't have a platform, whether that be in life or just online. I think
It
important.
is. It is. I agree.
Yeah, definitely.
In many ways, it might be the most important mission of them all.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. I think that's probably what's most, I love making music and I love having a platform to show my music too, but I think the most important part of it all is to help people in any way, whether you do that through music or charitable things like this.
Yeah,
So,
it is. It's beautiful. Thank you for raising your voice, because it's so important. So I'm just so grateful and so happy to see so many people around the world finally talking about this. It's about time, and I can't believe we are still protesting this shit. So as the slogan goes today, fuck racism. And I'm very excited to hear you play, Thomas, and I think they are
Thank you very
too.
much.
So I will let you go, and you can do what you do.
Amazing. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
That was a very lovely kitchen performance by Thomas Hedon. The next woman I'm gonna introduce you to is a woman that I really adore. She intrigues me quite a lot, and I think she'll intrigue you as well. Her name is Say Selena, and she's a Norwegian artist. She's gonna do a song for us called "Rest in Peace in Real Life," "Rip in Real Life," and I think it's a really beautiful song. And she's also releasing an acoustic video of that song today. Ooh, so make sure to check it out. Make sure to check it out. Yeah, let's just cut right to it.
Hi.
Hey. Thank you so much for joining me here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay. So I want you to tell the whole world, why? No, who is Say Selena?
Say Selena, well, that's me. I'm a Norwegian artist, singer-songwriter, and yeah, I just like to sing. Or sing, I don't know, use the voice that I got.
Yes,
and
use the voice that you got. That's very important. What do you think is the most important mission nowadays? You know, because as you said, it's important to use your voice, and the world is going through so much again and again, and I feel like, you know, the mission we have as an artist and a musician is getting kind of stronger day by day. What do you think?
Well, I think the wisest thing that I've ever read was, you know, Nina Simone. She said, "You can't be an artist without reflecting the time that you live in," and I think that's very important.
Yeah.
So to be like woke as you can, and just to use your voice at least, you know. Just share what's in your heart. I think that's the most important thing. And just to be honest, because everyone's different and everyone has a different purpose. So I think you should just do what falls natural to yourself.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was beautiful. Thank you. I am a really big fan of your work, as you know, because I have been messaging you secretly on Instagram.
And likewise.
And I'm really grateful that you wanted to share a song with us that you're recording in Oslo, right? So yeah, I just want to tell the world again, get ready for this beautiful song. I think you'll really enjoy it, and please check her music out. Hello again, and welcome back to the couch with a small C. I'm sitting here now with a really wonderful lady called Iris. Hello, Iris.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, sweaty, but good.
I'm really sweaty too.
Nice.
With everything going on right now, you can tell that people have been feeling isolated, that people are kind of hungry for a connection and all of those things. How have you been feeling during these corona times? Have you been inspired or depressed?
Mostly depressed, but it's been really strange. I think it's I got a lot of time to think about things. So I did that first, and then I started to open up a bit, and then I think I see all the good things that's happening as well.
Yeah.
And I see how people connect more in different ways, and I talk more with my family who live far away, and so I'm starting to feel that it's a lot of good things that's coming from this, and I hope it makes us all more like tighter, that we stand more
I
together.
hope so too, and I think so.
Mhm.
I think that we will learn quite a lot, and hopefully take with us all the good things we have gotten. You can sing a song for us now. For
I
us,
will.
I mean me, and of course them.
I will.
And I'm really looking forward to hear you because you're just she's fantastic. You're fantastic.
Fantastic.
So have a really nice time
Thank you.
and go in and fly. Okay, that was really beautiful. My heart is really touched. Now we are gonna move on to something quite different. I've broken quite many bones in my life, but my favorite time that I broke something was when I broke my little finger at the Taco Beach show where I was rave dancing in the middle of the crowd. And it was really fun, and I broke my little finger, and it was just perfect, a perfect night. And they're really cool. I really like their whole deal, and I think you're gonna understand. They're beautiful. Yeah, and they did a beautiful performance for us, and I think you're gonna love it. So yes, enjoy Taco Beach.
Hello. Hi.
Taco Beach. So can you please tell me who is Taco Beach?
We are a collective of 7 young people. We are both educated dancers and musicians, and we lived together and started making music together. So we are a techno sort of punk group doing performance art, really visual live shows, and yes. You can add maybe, the rest of you, or?
Yeah, I think it sounds about right.
They're happy with that. I'm happy too. Yeah, it sounds about right. You're perfectly brilliant as well. I really love what you're doing. So, and I have one last question for you before you show me your song. The world is quite a big, complicated place, obviously, and it has, of course, so many beautiful things, but it has so much injustice and so much hurt. And I was wondering, what's your view upon how music can bring people together in a time where hurt is dividing us, if that makes sense? Does it make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I think what's been kind of important for us is to be able to have, or when you come to a Taco Beach show, you're supposed to be the true self, kind of like, and I think it's a lot of space for that.
Yeah,
To
definitely.
be free, and yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think also that music can be a place where we create utopias or other realities than what we are living in, and serving an alternative to the problems that we have, and it serves this in a space that makes space for everyone, and it's fully understandable without language, also through beats and melodies. And I think that's also important for us to question and show different answers to like what can a body be and what can a body look like, and who can be where and how can they behave wherever. Yeah.
I feel that when I go to your shows, or when I went to your show that one time, I felt really free. It was really liberating and beautiful. So you're definitely mission accomplished, Captain.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm a really big fan of you, and I think everyone out there should really listen to Taco Beach. And if you have the chance to go to their shows, because it's beautiful and liberating at the same time. So yes, I think we are ready to hear some music. So say goodbye now to the people.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
That's what I call a show. I love them. Didn't you just love it? We are moving on to something entirely different, something way more soothing. And that's actually why I picked this artist out, because I thought she just felt really soothing to me, and that's a very nice emotion to feel sometimes in this chaotic world. This is a beautiful woman called Jasmine Flowers from the UK, and I think you're gonna like her. Hello, Jasmine.
Hello, thank you. That was so sweet.
I wanted to ask you, why is it so important for you to write, and what do you write about? What do you want to tell the world? You know, what do you want to say in your music?
Whenever I write, I never go into a session and be like, I want to write about this. It tends to just like come out of me. And I always find, like, with writing for me, when I come out the session and my team's like, so what did you write a song about? And I'm like, I have no clue. I don't know. I just said some stuff and it kind of sounded cool. And yeah, I just like, I kind of realized, like, a few months after that song's finished, I'm like, oh, that's what that song was about in that period of my time. And so for me, music is kind of like, it's like titles, pages in like a diary of my life. It kind of describes times that I don't really understand while I'm going through them, and then as soon as they're done, I'm like, oh. And I think it's cool to put that out into the world, because I suck at saying it in sentences, so I put it into music.
Thank you for sharing a bit of your mind with us. I think the people out there are eager to hear you sing.
Yeah.
If it's okay with you.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
So wave goodbye to the world, and then thank you for being here, Jasmine.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
You see, I told you that she was very soothing. I've never really liked people that much, but the next artist I really like. Her name is Ali X, and she's a Canadian artist from Canada. And she's really great. She has a good heart and a good mind, and I really like her words and her music in general. It's a very good universe. And I talked to her about some things I care really deeply about. As you know, this is the Exist for Love sessions, so we had to talk a little bit about love and the right to love. And I think you're gonna enjoy it. So enjoy it. Since this is the Exist for Love sessions, I wanted to ask you about music and love, and the way kind of people seem to use music to fight as an anthem for the right to love, people in the LGBTQ plus community, as I'm also a part of. And I think it's really wonderful how you've been vocal about it and spoken highly, loudly about it, because it's so important to use your voice in these times. And I just want to ask you, what do you think is most important? Like, why do you think it's so important to speak about these things?
I mean, with the whole Black Lives Matter movement that's happening right now outside my door in LA, I mean, the sign that you see the most is silence is violence, or it's one of the signs you see the most. And I think it's one thing to say, oh, I've got a gay friend at work, or like, I've got Black friends, or, not that we're talking about the same problem here, but I think people in my position of privilege, it's important that we say, no, that's not acceptable when something, when some sort of prejudice is being seen, and when someone's making some rude joke, you say, no, that's not funny, or whatever it is, Or if you're public facing like us, I think it's important that we use our platforms, to move society forward in whatever small way we can. So I know for me personally, with the LGBTQ plus community, I've always been a part of it in a way, even though I'm not queer. but I feel queer in other ways. I don't know. I've always had gay friends. Like, they've always been my closest friends. And so the fact that I attracted that as my audience, and that I continue to sort of work in that sphere, just makes like sense, I
Yeah,
guess,
it does.
for who I am. So yeah, I don't know. Hope that answers your question.
No, it's really beautiful, and I completely agree. And it's been really, it's nice to see that so many people out there, and artists and people in a privilege, are finally like really raising our voices together. Because when we make a movement, it's incredible to see how strong, you know, we can push the whole humanity forward when we stand together like we are doing now. And it's even though these are heavy times, it's also uplifting to see us finally standing as one. Thank you for sharing your thoughts about the world and about the heart and your mind with us, with me, and thank you for joining me. And yeah, I think people out there are ready to hear your piece of work. So thank you, Ali.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, bye for now.
Bye.
What a lovely evening. Now I have Ashel with me in my sofa. He's a very beautiful composer and musician, and I want you to say hi to him. Hello, Ashel.
Hello.
Who are you?
It's a long story. I've mostly been a producer and a songwriter for the past 6 years. I've pretty much always been making music since I was 10. And I somehow ended up becoming an artist because of many, many mistakes along the way.
Yes.
And a desperate need for attention.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we are so happy that you're making your own music finally. So I want to ask you a question. Why is it so important for you to make music?
I think something's changed as soon as I started doing my own stuff, because I've always been making music, but it's always been, you know, for some band or, you know,
for other people.
producing for other people. And especially when I started actually producing, like when I was 20, I was thrown into the kind of collaborative environment where it was always like this dialogue with artist and producer, and you were kind of trying to express other people's visions. But I've never been good at showing emotion.
No, it's true.
It's true. Yeah. And it's never been something I've been ashamed of. But I think I've really noticed now that I got to release my own music how much that has helped kind of develop me as a person, or just like in every single way. And it's something that you don't really notice until you've done it for a while and you grow into it. Because if I go back 3 years and think about how I looked at my kind of artist project back then, it was kind of like, okay, I'm going to try this. But now it's so inseparable from everything I do. So yeah, I might just cry a little now.
It's, but it's very brave.
No, but it's...
You've been so brave with the heart,
yeah,
with the pieces of your heart you
kind
put into the music.
I'm forced to make it honest. Because...
And you're good at it when it comes to the music.
Yeah, and I'll try to step up the non-music side of it.
Well, I'm really proud of you. I think you're brilliant, and I love you and your music. So yeah, I am ready to hear a song. So you can just get the hell out of my couch.
You want me to run out of the couch?
Yeah, physically, actually now. Get off.
Displace myself.
And go.
My being from the couch.
Musica.
Musica. You want me to actually walk?
Yes, go.
Okay, which way?
Go and
this
play
way?
for me.
Okay.
Go. Now, my dear friends, we are reaching the end of our wonderful evening. I want to thank you all so much for being here with us tonight, being here with me and all these wonderful artists. I am so grateful that you wanted to be with us, and I hope you know that I love you. And I also hope you check out the artists that you liked from tonight, because it's important to support each other during times like these. Last, I just want to say that I truly believe that music holds power, and I believe that words can hold power, and I believe that words are our greatest weapon. And I believe in our potential as human beings, and that we can do so much good if we really fight for it. And it's inspiring. You know, this year is a really strange year for all of us, but I really think that it might be the year of change, the year that we learn, you know, how to love again, how to fight again. So I'm hopeful, even though these are heavy times. I can feel hope in my heart. I'm gonna do 2 more songs before I fuck off and go home. And we are gonna do Dance on the Moon, which is gonna be done for the first time, so we're just gonna give it a go, and I think it's gonna be okay. And then of course we're gonna do Exist for Love. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. That was okay, wasn't it? That was very new to the heart. Okay, so the last thing we'll do tonight is to sing Exist for Love in honor of the Exist for Love sessions. Because I really do believe that we do exist for love.